I think one of the things that's unique about Ad Fontes is we treat learning not as an individual pursuit, but as the pursuit of a community. We work real hard to make sure that the benchmark of truth isn't just what the teacher says. So the dynamic isn't the students work on something and then I tell them you're wrong, you're right. The dynamic is the students work on something and then they talk to each other, under the guidance of the teacher, to work out together what the best answer is to a particular question.
I think AFA is really unique because of the classroom sizes, especially, you're able to learn a lot more and the teacher is able to give you a lot more attention.
I think you kind of need small class sizes in order to get that real organic, good conversation.
And I really love that we have these discussions with our classmates, and discussions just lead you to really learn so much more than a lecture that you would get at another type of school, which is what I really value at Ad Fontes. I really value that I can learn so much from not only my teachers, but my peers.
We're all accepting of each other. We all like to joke around with each other, bounce ideas off of each other. It's a community that loves to learn and knows how to learn, and I think that's very valuable.
There's time for open discussion, then the teachers will join in and they will pose interesting questions, and we'll pose interesting questions that will stump the teachers, and we'll have to think. And I really like that about the discussion because I don't think I've ever experienced that anywhere else.
And our goal, especially at the upper level math and science classes, is to teach students how to know when they've convinced themselves and how to know when they've convinced their peers. So I think there's a community focus that's unique to Ad Fontes at the upper level. And with that goes a focus on persuasion, on argument, on explanation.
And they've taught me rhetoric and the way to think about things logically and how to take a moment and formulate your ideas and be able to present them well and eloquently in a way that's understandable for people and relatable for people as well.
We have our house groups, which is basically 4 different groups that the upper school is separated into from 7th grade to 12th grade.
We meet weekly and have house lunch and house chapel groups, and it's a really fun time where you have a place in the school. The school is small, but it's still nice to have, a place every week and to have fun, and it's been a way for me at least to interact with people in younger grades and older grades, and I think I've made more friends here because of that.
So with the house competitions, we do really get into them at the time, but at the end, it's just wanting other people to succeed. It's if your house doesn't win, you go up and high five the house that does win. So we're all cheering each other on no matter what.
Even though I graduated, 4.5 years ago, I'm still friends with some of the seniors who are graduating this year, and that's unheard of in other settings. And I think there's something neat about that. There's something neat about getting to know other age groups, mentor other age groups, be mentored as a middle schooler by older students.
When I look back on my time at Ad Fontes, there are a couple of people that I would probably call my spiritual mentors, and they were my teachers.
Whenever we learn about a subject, we always look at it from a Christian mindset.
You're always going back to God. What does God say about this?
I know a lot of people, teachers and students at this school that I can talk to about my faith at any time, and that would always be available for me, and that's really helped me.
I think the opportunity to have Christian role models as grown-ups, to have Christian role models as peers is something valuable. I wish I'd had that when I was young. To be part of a larger Christian community is, I think, really valuable for young people.
Even the teachers welcoming students into their homes, helping to support them in their extracurricular activities, that also helped build this sense of, Ad Fontes is kind of a second place where I can feel safe besides my house.
For people that are looking at this school, see if it's a right fit for them or for their child, I would say that I highly recommend it. I think it's an amazing school. The mission is fantastic, and the Christ-centered education is really something special.
I am set on a trajectory for greatness, and I have learned what excellence looks like and how to strive for the best self that you can be.
It wasn't until I had hit those upper division electives where college really became more of a challenge and more of a difficulty, whereas my first couple of years, I was pulling a lot from what I had already learned in high school and was just applying it to a new set of classes and a new set of teachers.
It also prepared me academically because of learning to think critically and learning to love learning, where sometimes I'm going to study things now outside of class, even outside of graduating. I want to learn more, and that's a lifelong blessing that I'm given, and I really think that started at Adfantes, cultivating that love for learning.